Chosen one. You are not here by accident. Heaven has aligned this very moment with your spirit. As the calendar turns towards Sunday, the veil between promise and manifestation begins to thin. You are standing at the threshold of a supernatural release, a divine wealth transfer prepared in your name. The Lord declares in Deuteronomy 8:18, "It is He who gives you power to get wealth." This power is awakening now. Feel it rising in your chest, stirring in your atmosphere. The heavens are opening, the flow is shifting, and this Sunday, chosen one favor will find you by divine design. Chosen one, take a deep breath. You didn't arrive here by chance. Heaven scheduled this moment for you. There's a stirring in your spirit because the winds of divine timing have started to shift. What's about to unfold is not random. It's not coincidence. It's alignment. This is the moment when the spiritual becomes visible, when what you've been carrying in faith begins to show itself in form. You've been asking for signs, waiting for confirmation, wondering if God still remembers the details of your story. And right now, I need you to hear this: He never left. You weren't forgotten. You were being prepared. Every closed door, every delay, every silence was building the muscle of your faith. You've been trained quietly for a loud season. And this Sunday, the heavens are moving to release what has been held back until your spirit was strong enough to sustain it. Something divine is aligning in your favor. It may not look dramatic on the outside. It might just be a conversation, a message, a gentle thought that lands like a spark. But in the unseen, the spiritual infrastructure of your life is being rearranged. There's a shift in the flow of provision. What was stuck is moving again. What was delayed is now accelerating. What was lost is returning multiplied. This is not imagination, it's divine law responding to your endurance. Chosen one, I know the waiting has been heavy. You've had nights where prayer felt like breathing underwater, desperate, quiet, unseen. You've wrestled with doubt in silence while still showing up in faith, and heaven saw it. Every tear you cried in private was counted as intercession. Every yes you whispered when no one clapped was recorded as obedience. Now that obedience has matured into authority, the mantle of faith you carried in the shadows is about to be seen in the light. This Sunday marks a collision between heaven's timing and your readiness. Something will shift, not because you forced it, but because you're aligned for it. It may arrive softly, almost unannounced, but you'll feel it in your spirit first. You'll know this is it. You'll sense the atmosphere around you changing. The tension, the pressure, even the fatigue will start to make sense. You'll realize that what you thought was resistance was really divine resistance, heaven holding things until you were ready to receive without fear. And listen closely, this next blessing isn't fragile. It's not something you'll have to chase or protect with anxiety. It's sealed in grace. The door that's opening won't close again because it was written into your destiny long before you began to pray for it. That's why certain people couldn't stay. That's why opportunities fell through. God wasn't punishing you. He was preserving your access to what's coming now. I've walked through this myself. There were seasons where I thought God had gone silent, where everything that once flowed began to dry up. But now I see it wasn't punishment, it was positioning. I had to lose what was temporary to make room for what was eternal. And when the shift came, it didn't arrive as fireworks, it came as peace. I didn't even realize at first that the atmosphere had changed. Suddenly, favor began to find me, provision began to appear, and doors I had stopped knocking on began to open on their own. That's what's coming for you, chosen one. A peace that proves God has already gone ahead. This Sunday is not about waiting for luck. It's about recognizing grace. You're stepping into a divine rhythm, the kind where what once felt heavy now feels light, where what once took effort now flows. You'll notice divine coincidences, a call at the perfect time, a word that answers your secret prayer, an open door that fits exactly what you've been praying for. These are not random, they are heaven's confirmations. Chosen one, heaven is moving like a current beneath the surface of your everyday life. You don't need to strive to make it happen. You only need to be aware enough to catch it when it moves. Treat this weekend like sacred ground. Move slower. Pay attention to the whisper, the tug, the stillness. Because the divine doesn't always shout, sometimes it arrives in a gentle knowing. I feel strongly to tell you this: what's coming is tailor-made. It's not a recycled blessing. It's not borrowed favor. It's written with your name on it. The alignment that's happening now couldn't have happened a day earlier. Heaven waited for this exact moment, the hour when your faith would no longer be moved by appearances, the hour when your peace would speak louder than your fear. That hour is now. And when it comes, you'll realize that all the waiting was never wasted. It was preparation for abundance that would have crushed you if it came too soon. You'll look back and see that the hidden seasons weren't punishment, they were the training ground for stewardship. The silence was not absence, it was strategy. You were not overlooked, you were reserved, chosen one. You've reached the intersection where divine timing meets earthly manifestation. The heavens are not just observing, they're orchestrating. The angels are aligning paths, resources, and hearts on your behalf. You'll begin to sense acceleration, not chaos, but holy momentum. Ideas will flow easily. Opportunities will connect effortlessly. What once required striving will now respond to stillness. So before Sunday arrives, clear space. Emotionally, mentally, spiritually, prepare your atmosphere. Remove the clutter of worry, fear, and comparison. Because what's coming needs room to land. You are not chasing anymore, you are being carried. And when the divine surprise shows up, you'll recognize it by one unmistakable sign: peace. That's the signature of heaven. Peace in the middle of motion, calm in the midst of change, certainty without explanation. This is your confirmation. Chosen one, heaven's delivery is on the way. Chosen one, let your heart be still for a moment. The movement of heaven never begins with noise. It begins with awareness. Something in your spirit already knows this. You've been feeling the tremors of change before the evidence appeared. The air around you feels charged, almost electric, and you can't quite explain why. That's because the atmosphere is shifting to match your anointing. What's been delayed is aligning, what's been blocked is clearing, and what was once hidden is being revealed. This is the hour when divine traffic moves again. Heaven has opened the lanes that were once closed, and every angel assigned to your destiny is now in position. What you thought was a pause was actually divine recalibration. The path that seemed silent was being rewritten, so that when you step forward, there will be no detours, no confusion, no interference. You will walk into this next chapter guided by divine precision. Chosen one. What's about to happen to you is not small. It's not surface. It's not just a moment of encouragement. It's a moment of transfer. There's a reason you've been sensing pressure lately. Pressure always precedes promotion. The stretching, the emotional tension, the uncertainty, it's the sign that something inside you is expanding to hold more. God has been enlarging your capacity because what's about to pour into your life cannot fit the old version of you. You've prayed for provision, but what's coming is more than that. It's not just financial increase, it's divine empowerment. It's resources that move through you, not just to you. God is trusting you with abundance that will carry purpose. The same hand that sustained you through scarcity is now multiplying what you once thought was lost. And when it begins to manifest, you'll realize this: you were never waiting on the blessing was waiting on you. You see, chosen one, heaven doesn't release until the vessel is ready. That's why the silence lasted longer than you expected. That's why the preparation felt endless. You weren't being ignored, you were being aligned. The version of you that endured the storm is not the same one that will stand in the sunlight. You've been refined through hidden fire, tested in the unseen, and now the gold of your obedience is shining through. I know what it feels like to wonder if the promise will ever come. I've stood in those quiet rooms where faith felt thin and time felt cruel. But I've also seen what happens when God moves suddenly, how one day can rewrite 10 years of waiting, how one yes from heaven can unravel every no you've ever faced. That's what this Sunday holds for you. Not a random moment, but a divine unraveling, a reversal of what held you, a restoration of what belongs to you, and a release of what's already been written in your favor. Don't look for fireworks, anointed one. Look for peace. Divine movement often arrives wrapped in quiet. You might wake up on Sunday feeling unusually calm, or perhaps your heart will beat differently, like it recognizes something your mind hasn't yet seen. That's how heaven moves subtly but unmistakably. The whisper of destiny will rise inside you, and you'll know this is it. There is a sequence unfolding now. What happens this Sunday will be the first domino, the starting note of a divine melody that will play out over the next months. One opportunity will lead to another. One connection will open another door. And what once took years will begin to flow effortlessly because divine timing has replaced human striving. The supernatural operates on acceleration. You're stepping into that acceleration now. So if you've been feeling the tension between exhaustion and excitement, don't misinterpret it. That's your spirit catching up to your new season. Heaven is transferring authority into your hands, not authority to control, but authority to create, to command peace, to speak with power. You are being trusted with influence, provision, and favor, but most importantly, with clarity. For months you've been walking by faith without seeing, but the fog is lifting now. The vision that once seemed blurry is sharpening. You'll begin to see why certain people left, why doors closed, and why you couldn't move before. God was editing your surroundings so that when the blessing arrived, it wouldn't be sabotaged by misalignment. Every ending was a safeguard. Every separation was divine surgery. Chosen one, you are stepping into what I call effortless obedience. The kind where the next step appears as soon as you take the first. The kind where the conversation you need happens by accident. Where your intuition, which is really divine guidance, becomes louder than your fears. This is what it means to walk in supernatural flow. You don't push, you follow. You don't guess, you discern. And here's what heaven is whispering to you right now. Don't rush this. You don't have to make it happen. The blessing coming this Sunday doesn't respond to effort, it responds to availability. You've already proven your faith in the quiet. Now let grace prove its faithfulness in public. For some, the shift will be financial, sudden provision, unexpected favor, divine repayment for everything you lost. For others, it will be internal, a peace so deep it feels supernatural, a clarity so sharp it feels like heaven itself breathed on your thoughts. But for all, it will be transformation. You will feel it in your bones. This is the moment when everything you carried in silence begins to echo. Your prayers have built momentum in the unseen, and now heaven is echoing back. The very words you spoke in faith are returning with evidence. The soil you watered with tears is breaking open with fruit. Chosen one, this is your reminder. God's timeline is not delayed, it's deliberate. You were not being held back, you were being held together. And now that your spirit has matured, heaven is accelerating the manifestation. The delivery has been dispatched. The angels are moving. The divine current is flowing. You've stepped into prophetic fulfillment, the point where what you believed starts believing back in you. Watch what happens when Sunday comes. Watch how peace feels heavier than pressure, how clarity feels stronger than confusion, how favor begins to locate you without your effort. And when it does, don't question it, don't analyze it, simply receive. You've waited long enough. Chosen one, listen closely. This is the moment where heaven begins to move through you, not just for you. The energy around your life is shifting because your spirit is aligning with divine rhythm. You can feel it, the quiet confidence, the peace that doesn't make sense, the awareness that something unseen is preparing to appear. What's coming isn't chaos, it's confirmation. The same pressure that once drained you is now turning into power. You are stepping into a supernatural sequence where one obedient step unlocks the next. The plans of heaven are unfolding like a scroll, and your name is written on every line. This Sunday is not just about a gift arriving, it's about identity awakening. You're not the same as you were last week. Your faith has matured, your discernment is sharper, you've stopped chasing and started attracting. That's why things that used to frustrate you now feel irrelevant. They no longer exist at your frequency. Chosen one, you are vibrating at heaven's pace now. When divine alignment reaches this level, things start moving quickly. What took years begins to happen in days. Emails, phone calls, confirmations. It won't make sense to the natural mind, but it will feel right to your spirit. You'll know it's God because it won't require force-only flow. You've been walking through the fog of transition, but the fog wasn't confusion, it was covering. God hid you while He rewired you. He allowed silence to reset your soul, so that when this moment arrived, you would recognize it not by sight but by spirit. The people who left the doors that closed, the stillness you hated, all of it was making room for the clarity you're stepping into now. I remember my own moment like this, the day when everything that once felt uncertain suddenly came into focus. Nothing external had changed yet, but something inside of me had clicked. I felt lighter, aware, centered. Within days, things I'd prayed for months before started to unfold. That's how divine flow works. It's not loud, it's inevitable. Chosen one, you're entering that same current now. The supernatural isn't coming to you, it's rising through you. You've become the doorway between heaven and earth, and that's why life is beginning to respond differently. People will feel it when they're near you. Atmospheres will shift around you. You'll speak less but carry more authority. That's the mark of divine maturity, when power replaces panic, when stillness carries strength. This Sunday will be the visible sign of an invisible transformation. Don't look for lightning, look for peace. Don't expect noise, expect knowing. The divine rarely announces itself with drama. It whispers in alignment. You'll notice it in the smallest details, a sense of clarity when you wake up, a thought that won't leave a door that opens smoothly. These are heaven's subtle signals saying you're in position. You might still feel a mix of excitement and uncertainty. That's normal. Every elevation comes with new air, thinner, lighter, purer. Don't rush to fill it with noise. Just breathe. Let your spirit catch up to your reality. You are not behind schedule. You are right on divine time. Chosen one. You've crossed a line that can't be uncrossed. You've moved from believing in miracles to becoming one. You are now a vessel of divine transfer, where blessings don't just flow to you, they flow through you. What's about to happen will not only elevate your life, it will ripple outward, touching people you haven't even met yet. This is the part where heaven's momentum takes over. The weight is lifting, the fog is clearing, and you can finally feel yourself standing on solid ground again. That's not just emotional healing, that's divine grounding. You're being rooted so deeply that nothing can shake you again. Chosen one, expect divine coincidences. Expect peaceful confirmation. Expect quiet acceleration. The same God who brought you through the waiting is now bringing you into the unveiling. This is not a new season, it's the fulfillment of everything the old season was preparing you for. So when Sunday arrives, don't analyze. Don't second guess. Simply receive. Heaven doesn't repeat itself, it reveals itself. This is that revelation, the moment when the unseen becomes undeniable. The atmosphere is already pregnant with promise. The divine surprise is already on its way. All you have to do now is stay open, stay still, and stay faithful. Because this Sunday, heaven won't just visit you, it will move through you. Chosen one. The days leading up to divine release always feel unfamiliar. You sense it before you see it. The strange quiet, the soft unease, the feeling that something is about to happen, but you can't name it yet. That's not anxiety. That's spiritual alignment. The heavens are leaning toward your life, preparing the scene for what has already been written. This Sunday is not an event, it's an unveiling. The world will see what heaven has been forming in secret. You may not notice fireworks, but you'll feel a shift inside, a knowing so clear that even silence feels loud. The atmosphere around you is pregnant with promise. What's about to emerge will not just bless you, it will transform how you see yourself. Chosen one. You've carried this season like a seed. You didn't realize it, but every time you chose faith over frustration, every time you forgave when you could have fought back, every time you prayed instead of quitting, heaven recorded it as preparation. Those hidden acts of obedience built the structure for what's coming now. And the reason it's showing up on a Sunday is no accident. Sunday is resurrection energy, divine timing that brings dead things back to life. You're about to witness the resurrection of your own hope. The vision you buried, the promise you stopped mentioning, the dream you thought expired, God has kept it alive beneath the surface. Now, like dawn breaking through darkness, it's ready to rise. Don't be surprised if it begins softly, a thought, a nudge, a piece that interrupts your routine. That's how divine momentum enters quietly but unstoppable. The power of this moment is not in what you do, but in what you notice. Heaven speaks in whispers. Pay attention to who calls, what ideas land, where your peace increases. The signs will come wrapped in simplicity. That's why so many miss it. They expect thunder when God prefers stillness. If it feels calm but certain, that's confirmation. Chosen one. What's unfolding now is not a reward for perfection. It's the return for persistence. You've been faithful through fatigue, hopeful through heartbreak, generous even when you had little to give. Those hidden seeds have matured in unseen soil, and this Sunday, they begin to break open. You're entering a flow that requires less effort and more trust. Divine ease is not laziness, it's alignment. When you're in sync with heaven, blessings start recognizing your energy. This is the hour when the divine exchange happens, fear for faith, confusion for clarity, scarcity for supply. You're stepping into supernatural provision. For some, it will appear financially, for others emotionally or relationally. But for everyone walking in faith, it will be unmistakable, the signature of God restoring balance. There will be people who won't understand your glow after this weekend. Don't try to explain it. Let the evidence speak. Divine elevation doesn't ask for validation. It just manifests. You'll notice it in your posture, in your confidence, in the way you carry peace like it belongs to you, because it does. I remember when it happened to me when I stopped striving and started flowing. It wasn't that my circumstances suddenly changed. It was that my spirit finally surrendered. I realized that miracles don't chase noise, they follow peace. And once I stopped trying to control the outcome, doors started opening that I didn't even knock on. That same peace is coming to you now. Chosen one. What's coming this Sunday won't just confirm that you're chosen, it will confirm that you're trusted. Heaven is releasing responsibility, not just reward. The kind of blessing that carries legacy. The kind that teaches others what endurance produces. Don't fear the weight of it. Grace is already built into the gift. You may wake up that morning and feel an unusual stillness, almost like time has slowed. That's not coincidence, that's the moment heaven exhales. The divine surprise is finding you. You won't need to go searching. It knows your name. It knows your location. It knows your readiness. Remember this: when it comes, it won't demand your energy. It will confirm your alignment. You'll feel lighter, more centered, more awake, and everything that felt scattered will begin to connect effortlessly. This is divine choreography, heaven moving in sequence, aligning events with precision only God could design. Chosen one, prepare your heart to receive in peace. Don't rush. Don't analyze. Just recognize. The spiritual clock has struck the hour of manifestation. You are no longer in waiting. You are in witness. Something holy is approaching, and it carries your name. Chosen one, take a moment right now to breathe. Feel the stillness around you. That quiet hum in your spirit is not emptiness. It's preparation. Heaven is tightening the final thread of divine design. You are standing in the hour between what was and what will be. The veil between your prayer and its fulfillment has never been thinner. This Sunday, something sacred will cross over from the unseen to the seen. It might not look spectacular, but you will feel it, that subtle, holy vibration in your spirit that says this is it. It's the moment your obedience meets God's orchestration, the moment your endurance meets your evidence. What's been forming for months, even years, is now ready to appear. Chosen one, you've carried faith through fatigue. You've smiled through silence. You've trusted through trials. And heaven took note. The release that's coming isn't a reward for your effort. It's a response to your endurance. You never stopped believing even when it felt foolish. You never stopped hoping even when it hurt. That's why the blessing that's coming is going to locate you not because you chased it, but because you became it. This next phase of your journey won't demand striving. It will require sensitivity. God is not asking you to push. He's asking you to perceive, to pay attention. Because this surprise may not come with a trumpet, it may come in the form of a peace. You can't explain an idea that won't leave a conversation that shifts everything. Heaven hides the extraordinary inside the ordinary, so that only the watchful will recognize it. You'll know it's divine because it will fit your heart, not your logic. The opportunity may look too simple, the connection too small, but deep down your spirit will whisper, yes, this is the one. That's the mark of divine timing, when what once felt impossible suddenly feels effortless. Chosen one, every delay you faced was deliberate. God never wastes time. He uses it. The waiting wasn't punishment, it was refinement. The silence wasn't rejection, it was calibration. You were being rewired to recognize the language of heaven. Now you can hear it without confusion. Now your discernment is clear enough to distinguish noise from instruction. And this is important. Do not underestimate what feels small this Sunday. The greatest breakthroughs rarely arrive in grand form. They arrive like gentle wind, unseen but undeniable. The small shift you sense will begin a sequence. One conversation will lead to another. One open door will reveal 3 more. The domino effect has already begun in the spirit. You've prayed for change, but what's coming will exceed your vocabulary. This isn't just a new opportunity, it's a new reality. You are stepping into divine flow, the kind where heaven accelerates everything that was once delayed. Financial doors will open, relationships will realign, peace will settle in like a crown. The more you surrender, the faster it unfolds. I've witnessed this kind of moment before. It doesn't come with fireworks, it comes with awareness. You'll feel like you've stepped into synchronization, where time and grace move together. The right people start calling, ideas come at the perfect moment, and the things you've been praying for start finding you. That's divine alignment, not coincidence, but confirmation. Chosen one, understand this: what's coming doesn't require your perfection, only your participation. Be available, be attentive. Heaven will do the heavy lifting. The miracle is already in motion. It just needs your awareness to manifest. As you move through this weekend, protect your peace like it's sacred currency, because it is. Don't entertain comparison. Don't let distraction dull your sensitivity. There's a reason you've been feeling drawn inward lately. Heaven is downloading strategy into silence. The answers you've been seeking won't come through noise. They'll come through stillness. So be gentle with your energy. Stay grounded. Keep your spirit open. Because this Sunday, what's been written in eternity begins to unfold in time. Chosen one, hear this clearly. Your story is shifting from waiting to walking, from believing to becoming. Every seed of obedience you've planted is breaking open beneath the surface. You may not see the full bloom yet, but the soil is trembling. The earth beneath your purpose is cracking open, and the first sprouts of divine manifestation are pushing through. This is not a random chapter, it's a divine turning point. The heavens have signed off on your next move. The pressure is lifting, the current is changing, and your name is echoing in realms you can't see yet. When Sunday arrives, step lightly but expectantly. Whisper thank you before you even see it. That gratitude will open the gate wider. Heaven moves fastest through thankful hearts. Chosen one, you've reached the divine intersection where grace meets timing and timing meets manifestation. This is the hour where heaven writes your new beginning. So lift your eyes, steady your heart, and prepare, because the door you've been praying for is already turning on its hinges. Chosen one. We've entered the part of your story where the unseen begins to take shape. The shift has already started, not tomorrow, not next month, but now. You may not see it with your eyes yet, but your spirit has already stepped into it. Heaven is unfolding the answer in silence before it becomes sound. That peace you feel, that calm that has replaced the chaos, that's not emptiness, that's divine confirmation. This Sunday will not just bring something new, It will awaken something ancient within you. You are remembering who you truly are, a vessel of divine order, a carrier of supernatural favor, a chosen instrument in the hands of the Almighty. Every struggle you've endured was training for this level of ease. You've learned to trust without proof, to love without applause, to stand when no one understood your stance. And now that hidden strength is being rewarded. Chosen one, you're about to witness the alignment of heaven and earth in your life. What you once prayed for in desperation will soon appear naturally, as if it was always meant to be there. The difference is not in the blessing, it's in your readiness. The soil of your soul is finally mature enough to hold what's been promised. You might sense a new rhythm lately, how time seems to move differently around you. How people you've lost contact with are suddenly reaching out, how opportunities seem to weave themselves around your name. That's no accident. Divine orchestration is moving behind the scenes, connecting dots that your human logic could never arrange. You've entered the frequency where favor flows like breath. There's something else you must know. The breakthrough coming isn't only personal, it's generational. The obedience you've shown in silence is unlocking doors for those connected to you. Every act of faith has been building a bridge that others will one day walk across. Your yes is creating a path of provision for those who come after you. Chosen one, remember this: when the divine moves, it rarely comes loud. It comes as a whisper that rearranges everything quietly. Don't look for the grand announcement. Look for peace in unexpected places. The supernatural doesn't compete for attention. It commands it through presence. You'll feel it like a wave of warmth through your chest, or a sudden stillness in your spirit. That's heaven saying, now, I've lived through these kinds of moments. I know what it's like to stand in the gap between the last trial and the first miracle, where you can't yet explain what's happening, but everything feels different. I've felt the holy tension of knowing that something is about to break open. And when it finally did, it didn't look like what I expected. It was subtle: a phone call, a conversation, an idea that shifted everything. That's how divine flow works. Heaven hides its power in small packages, so only those with faith can recognize it. Chosen one. What's about to happen this Sunday may appear simple, but it carries the weight of destiny. Don't be fooled by its softness. One moment of clarity can realign your entire path. One word can reposition your destiny. One act of obedience can open a lifetime of favor. The presence of God is surrounding your life in quiet authority. You are not walking alone. Angels are walking ahead of you, clearing paths, softening hearts, and setting divine appointments. Heaven has already gone before you to prepare the place you're about to enter. And hear this: you are not behind. You have not missed your season. You are arriving at the perfect hour. God's timing is not late, it's layered. Every delay you thought was denial was actually design. Every no that broke your heart was a protection from premature exposure. Now that you are refined, heaven is saying yes. Chosen one. The stillness you feel is sacred. This is the inhale before heaven exhales breakthrough over your life. The atmosphere is heavy with promise. The angels are on assignment. The timeline has shifted in your favor. This is the moment when divine timing becomes divine momentum. You'll begin to sense doors unlocking, not through effort, but through recognition. Things that once resisted you will now respond to you. People who once overlooked you will suddenly remember you. The field is changing. You've been moved from hidden to highlighted. So as Sunday approaches, walk with reverence. Speak less. Listen more. Don't try to understand everything. Just stay available. The less you strive, the more you'll receive. The more you rest, the faster heaven moves. Chosen one, grace is overtaking you, not because you've earned it, but because you've endured it. The time of waiting has expired. The weight of glory is descending. What's about to manifest will confirm everything heaven ever whispered. This Sunday, when you feel that sudden wave of peace, know this: it's not just peace, it's prophecy fulfilled. The unseen realm has recognized your readiness. You're not stepping into blessing, the blessing is stepping into you. Let your heart whisper, I'm ready, because heaven has already answered. It's time. Chosen one. The hour is near. You can almost feel the spiritual tension in the air, that holy stillness before a sudden downpour of favor. Heaven is closer now than it has ever been, hovering over your life, like dawn before the first light breaks. Everything you've prayed for, everything you've carried in silence, is standing at the edge of manifestation. This Sunday isn't just another day on the calendar. It's a divine appointment written long before you were even aware of the need. The timing is precise, not early, not late. When God releases something, He releases it into alignment. And you, chosen one, are aligned. Heaven has found you faithful, positioned, and prepared. You've walked through enough nights to know that light feels different after darkness. You've endured enough delay to know that quick answers can't compare to divine ones. That's why what's coming carries weight. It's not temporary inspiration, it's transformation. This Sunday is about your foundation shifting from instability to establishment, from fear to authority, from survival to stewardship. You will begin to see signs of it in the smallest details. The text you didn't expect, the idea that comes out of nowhere, the conversation that seems casual but leaves a spiritual imprint. Don't overlook these whispers. Heaven rarely shouts. It confirms through peace. That soft yes in your spirit, that gentle wave of clarity, that's your sign. Chosen one, the Spirit of God is breathing life into what looked lifeless. Projects that once stalled will move again. Relationships that seem broken beyond repair will find new purpose. Vision that once felt dim will regain fire. This is divine restoration in real time, and it begins when you stop asking if it will happen and start believing it already is. You may not realize it yet, but you are glowing differently. Your energy has shifted. Heaven's mark is on you. People will feel it when you walk into rooms. Some will be drawn to you. Others will be unsettled by you, not because of who you are, but because of what you carry. The light of obedience disturbs everything that still hides in darkness. Don't apologize for it. You've paid the price for purity, and now you're walking in power. I can tell you from experience, when the divine begins to move this way, it's subtle at first. You'll feel lighter, freer, more confident, without even knowing why. Then suddenly the right opportunity appears, one that fits your calling perfectly. That's what divine timing feels like. It doesn't beg to be noticed. It simply arrives when your spirit is ready. Chosen one. This is your shift from waiting to witnessing. You're about to see what your faith has been building all along. What once felt like random pieces are about to connect into a picture of purpose. God was never absent. He was assembling. He wasn't punishing you with silence. He was preparing the stage. The curtain is lifting now, and the spotlight is divine. You'll know you're in it when your peace feels heavy, when the usual anxiety doesn't return, when even simple moments feel significant. That's because the atmosphere has changed. The same places that once drained you will now confirm you. The same paths that once resisted you will now receive you. The same prayers you repeated in tears will now echo back as answers. Chosen one. There is divine speed attached to this moment. What used to take months will now happen in days. The spirit of delay has been lifted. You're stepping into acceleration, not through effort, but through surrender. Heaven's hand is on the timeline now, moving what seemed impossible into motion. And hear me, this shift won't exhaust you. It will refresh you. You're not running anymore. You're gliding. The current of grace is carrying you into divine flow. This is the reward for your quiet endurance, the moment where the weight of struggle transforms into the weight of glory. When Sunday arrives, I want you to wake up differently. Don't scroll through your phone. Don't rush into noise. Sit in silence for a moment and whisper, "I receive." That simple act will open the atmosphere. Because when heaven finds a heart that's open, it doesn't delay. The surprise waiting for you is not random, it's written. Every delay, every detour, every disappointment was part of the equation that leads to this. The God who multiplied the loaves, who parted seas, who raised what was dead, that same power is writing your story, and it's happening now. This Sunday, what once felt far will become near. The invisible will become visible. The impossible will feel inevitable. And your only job, chosen one, is to stay aware, stay grateful, stay grounded, because when it comes, and it won't just change your life. It will confirm your calling. So lift your head, straighten your shoulders, smile even before it manifests. You are standing in the glow of prophecy fulfilled. Heaven has already whispered your name. Chosen one. The spiritual air around you is alive. Can you feel it? The unseen realm is vibrating with motion. The waiting room of your destiny has gone quiet, not because nothing is happening, but because everything is being finalized. Heaven is signing off on the release. What's about to unfold this Sunday isn't just an event, it's the opening of a divine sequence. You've crossed a threshold. The pressure that once weighed you down has shifted into holy anticipation. That trembling you feel isn't fear, it's activation. You're sensing heaven's movement before your eyes can see it. This is the vibration of destiny aligning with your obedience. You've reached the moment where spiritual maturity meets manifestation. Chosen one, understand this. God was never waiting on the perfect circumstances. He was waiting on your internal surrender. You stopped fighting for control and started walking in faith. That was the key. The moment you released the need to make it happen, heaven released the power to make it real. What's arriving now is not random grace, it's the harvest of surrender. You will notice something unusual about this next season. It will feel effortless. Doors will open before you knock. Conversations will confirm what you've been praying in secret. Even small things will begin to move in harmony, timing people. Opportunities all converging with divine accuracy. You'll realize this, it's not that things are suddenly easy, it's that you've changed. The inner warfare has settled. The storm within you has been silenced. I've experienced that shift myself. One day I woke up realizing that peace had replaced striving. Nothing external had changed yet, but I had. Within days, the phone rang with opportunities I hadn't even pursued. That's how divine timing feels. It's not loud, it's not dramatic. It's a flow, gentle, steady, unmistakable. The same flow is coming for you now, chosen one. Don't underestimate the quiet. Silence is where heaven does its best work. While you were questioning if God still remembered you, angels were being assigned, hearts were being prepared, and paths were being cleared. Everything you thought was delayed was actually being aligned. The holy pattern is complete, and this Sunday it reveals itself. Chosen one, this next movement carries prophetic weight. The miracle isn't just provision, it's position. God is placing you where you were always meant to be. The promotion, the idea, the opportunity, they're all coordinates on heaven's map. You're stepping into rooms where your name was already spoken into favor that was waiting for your faith to catch up. You'll know it's divine because it won't require you to shrink. This time you won't have to beg for permission or prove your worth. The blessing will recognize you. The atmosphere will adjust for you. Even the people around you will feel the shift, but won't be able to explain it. That's how God moves. He changes your energy before he changes your environment. Chosen one. This is what spiritual authority looks like. You won't need to speak loudly to be heard. Your presence will carry the echo of heaven's approval. You'll feel bolder, calmer, wiser. You'll sense when to speak and when to stay silent. The same spirit that sustained you in hiding is now anointing you for visibility. Be mindful in these next days. The smallest promptings may carry divine instruction. If you feel led to reach out, to give, to pause, to pray, do it. These nudges are heaven's navigation. God is guiding you moment by moment toward divine intersection. One act of obedience can trigger a wave of blessings you could never plan for. Chosen one. Your life is no longer in waiting, it's in flow. The divine surprise coming this Sunday is not about fixing one area of your life, it's about releasing all of it into alignment. Everything is catching up to the level of your spirit, and that's why peace feels heavy, why rest feels sacred, why silence feels holy. You're walking in prophetic synchronization now. The most powerful part, you don't need to chase what's yours. It's already chasing you. Heaven remembers every tear, every act of faith, every quiet yes. Those moments have formed a spiritual current that's carrying blessings straight into your orbit. It's unstoppable because it's ordained. When Sunday comes, it won't feel like a shock, it'll feel like recognition. You'll say, I knew this was coming, because your spirit has known it all along. The same God who whispered the promise is now fulfilling it before your eyes. The story has come full circle. Chosen one, stand still, breathe deeply, smile quietly. You are living the prophecy you once prayed for. Heaven is moving, and you are the proof. Chosen one. We've arrived at the closing movement of this divine unfolding. The air is thick with presence, not ordinary presence, but the kind that makes you stop and breathe slower. This is sacred ground. Heaven has been building toward this hour since the moment you said yes in faith. Now the promise that once lived in your prayers is stepping out of the invisible and into your reality. This Sunday is not just your breakthrough, it's your becoming. You are no longer waiting for the miracle, you are the vessel through which the miracle will manifest. Every delay, every silence, every waiting season has been preparing your spirit for this level of authority. You've graduated from praying for change to carrying the power to command it. Chosen one, this is what divine maturity looks like when you no longer panic in the silence because you recognize it as God's working space. When you no longer chase signs because you know the sign is already within you. When you no longer measure your worth by what you receive but by how deeply you trust. You've reached that point now. Heaven trusts you with what it's about to release. Something eternal is happening behind the scenes. The angels that once guarded your preparation are now carrying your promotion. The doors that once resisted you have received new instruction open. The same soil that once refused to produce is now fertile with promise. Even your atmosphere will begin to feel different, lighter, warmer, more alive. You'll notice that this new season doesn't come with noise. It comes with peace, the unmistakable peace that follows divine completion. That's how you'll know when what once felt impossible suddenly feels natural. When you no longer have to push because the flow itself carries you forward. When grace begins to meet you halfway before you even arrive. Chosen one, take this as your sign. Heaven has finalized the transfer. The financial doors that were locked are now open. The opportunities that once escaped you are circling back. The relationships that were broken beyond repair are being realigned in truth. God is restoring what was lost and multiplying it. The time of scarcity is over. The overflow begins now. And it won't be chaotic. Divine abundance doesn't rush. It moves in rhythm, step by step, day by day, miracle by miracle. Every encounter, every open door will carry a thread of divine purpose. Don't try to control it, just walk with it. The blessing that's coming is intelligent. It knows where to go. It will find you, fit you, and follow you. I know what it feels like to live through the in-between the years where nothing seemed to work, where faith felt like a foreign language. But I also know the quiet awe of watching God restore everything in one divine motion. It doesn't come with thunder, it comes with tears. Tears of recognition, relief, and reverence. That's what's waiting for you, chosen one. This Sunday when you wake up, you may feel an unusual stillness. Don't brush it away. Sit in it. That peace is the whisper of fulfillment. It's heaven saying it's done. You'll notice how light your chest feels, how calm your thoughts become. The inner warfare has ended. This is what answered prayer feels like. From now on, your steps will carry grace. You'll walk slower, but accomplish more. You'll speak less, but carry more weight. You'll ask for less validation because divine confirmation now flows directly to you. The same God who tested your patience is now rewarding your persistence. Chosen one. This is your divine confirmation. You are not behind, you are aligned. You are not overlooked, you are being revealed. You are not losing time. Time is catching up to you. Every seed of faith you planted is blooming at once. Every moment you endured is turning into evidence. Every whisper you prayed in private is being amplified in public. Heaven is multiplying what you surrendered. And as this chapter opens, remember this, you didn't come this far just to receive a blessing. You came this far to become one. You are now the answer to someone else's prayer, the sign of hope for those still waiting, the living proof that faith never fails. So when the sun rises this Sunday, stand tall. Smile like you already know the ending, because heaven does. Move like one who carries divine instruction, and breathe like one who knows it is finished. Chosen one, your story has turned, the door has opened, the flow has begun, and heaven is smiling. Chosen one, you have endured long seasons of silence. You've wondered if your prayers were heard, if your faith was still strong, if the promise had somehow passed you by. But you must know this: God was never ignoring you. He was shaping you. Every quiet stretch was refining your sensitivity to His timing. Every hidden test was carving wisdom into your soul. You were never forgotten, you were being fortified. And now, as the veil thins between what was promised and what's about to unfold, you're stepping into the flow of divine transfer. The pressure you felt lately, that uneasiness, the inner stretching, the sudden emotional waves, is not resistance, it's expansion. Your spirit is growing to hold what heaven is about to pour out. This Sunday, something will shift, not just around you, but within you. It might not look dramatic. It may appear as a thought, a conversation, or a quiet realization. But that's how divine timing works. God hides the extraordinary inside the ordinary, so that only those who are paying attention will notice. And chosen one, you are paying attention. That's why you're here. That's why this word found you in this exact hour. Because your faith has reached its activation point. You've sown consistency in secret, and now the reward will appear in public. Not as chaos, but as clarity. Not as noise, but as knowing. You've been in a season of spiritual rewiring. Heaven has been rearranging the circuitry of your life, teaching you to respond to peace instead of panic, to follow alignment instead of approval, to move with grace instead of grind. This next version of you, the one waking up now, moves differently. You no longer chase, you attract. You no longer beg, you command through stillness. And when the Sunday surprise begins to unfold, it won't just be one moment, it will be a sequence, a divine domino. One small confirmation will unlock another, and soon the momentum of heaven will be undeniable. Emails, phone calls, ideas, and opportunities will begin to flow with a precision that can't be explained by luck. Because when heaven moves, it moves all at once. This is the law of divine convergence, when everything you prayed for begins to locate you at the same time. Relationships will realign, finances will stabilize, creative doors will open, and through it all, you'll feel a quiet confidence in your chest, the knowing that you're exactly where you belong. Chosen one, this isn't random. This is rhythm. This is the cadence of destiny. The same spirit that sustained you through the waiting is now propelling you into fulfillment. And the shift will not be loud. It will be sacred. You'll sense it like the gentle unfolding of sunrise, subtle, soft, but unstoppable. Remember, the blessing doesn't come because of perfection. It comes because of perseverance. You stayed faithful when quitting seemed easier. You kept your heart open when disappointment tried to close it. You kept walking when no one clapped for you, and heaven took note. Every hidden act of obedience became a seed in the soil of your story, and now that soil is blooming. So don't be surprised if Sunday feels different. You might wake up and sense a lightness, an inner calm, a new clarity. That's the evidence that heaven has already moved. Don't rush to fill the silence. Let it speak to you. Divine movement often enters quietly, not with thunder, but with revelation. Chosen one, you've crossed the threshold. You are stepping into your kairos, your divinely appointed time. What once required striving will now come with ease. What once confused you will now make perfect sense. The energy around your name is shifting from waiting to witnessing. You are walking proof that delay is not denial, it's design. You are not behind, you are right on time. The divine surprise waiting for you this Sunday isn't random favor. It's the return of everything that was promised. The restoration, the resources, the clarity, all of it is tied to this moment of readiness. You've matured into it, you've prayed into it, and now you're stepping into it. In the days leading up to this shift, stay anchored in peace. Protect your atmosphere. Move with intention. Every action you take from now on carries prophetic weight. Heaven responds to those who remain aware. So pause before you act, breathe before you speak, and listen before you move. The instruction you need will come through intuition, through divine nudges, through the still small voice that says, "Go now." Chosen one. This isn't about chasing miracles, it's about becoming one. You are the living evidence that faith still works, that obedience still opens doors, that grace still finds those who refuse to give up. This Sunday is not just a promise, it's a prophecy fulfilled. And when the moment arrives, whether it's a conversation, a call, an idea, or a gentle wave of peace, remember you don't have to make it happen. You only have to recognize it when it does, because heaven's miracles never need force. They only require faith. This is your time, your alignment, your release. So breathe it in, chosen one. Smile like you already know the outcome. The divine surprise is no longer coming, it's here. Chosen one, as this word draws to a close, pause and feel the shift in your spirit. You are standing in the center of divine timing, the place where what was spoken over you begins to take form. This Sunday is not just a date, it is a doorway. What heaven promised is now in motion. The current has turned and the flow of divine favor is finding you. You have sown in silence and now the harvest rises to meet you. This is your Kairos moment, your appointed time. The delays were never denials. They were divine alignments. Every unseen seed, every whispered prayer, every night you refused to quit has prepared this exact moment of manifestation. Chosen one, stand tall. Lift your eyes. Heaven has already moved on your behalf. Walk into this week expecting the atmosphere to respond to your faith. The doors are opening not through striving, but through surrender. The anointing on your life is active. You are marked for motion. So as you step into this new flow, remain grateful. Stay aligned. Keep your heart soft and your spirit watchful. The same power that began this movement will finish it through you. If this word has confirmed what your spirit already felt, take a moment below. To declare it, type, "I receive the divine surprise" as your prophetic agreement. Until next time, anointed one, stay faithful, stay ready, and walk in the peace of what has already been released. The heavens are smiling upon you.